Hello everyone, Jonathan Schlack, EA&Weather here, with a severe weather update. We have a slight risk for severe weather today that encompasses parts of East Central Michigan, and we have a margin risk today that encompasses parts of Central and East Central Missouri, most of Illinois, most of Indiana, most of Michigan, the northwestern half of Ohio, and northwestern Pennsylvania. Going down here, we have another marginal today that covers far southeastern West Virginia, southwestern Virginia, the extreme northeastern corner of Tennessee, most of North Carolina, northwestern South Carolina, and northeastern Georgia. Going to the tornado threat for today, we have a 2% chance of an isolated tornado today that encompasses parts of East Central Michigan. That's the only area where we have a chance of an isolated tornado today. Going to the wind threat now, we have a 15% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher today that encompasses parts of East Central Michigan. We have a 5% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher today that encompasses parts of Central and East Central Missouri, most of Illinois, most of Indiana, most of Michigan, the northwestern half of Ohio, and far northwestern Pennsylvania. Going down here, we have another area where we have a 5% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher today that encompasses far southeastern West Virginia, southwestern Virginia, most of North Carolina, most of South Carolina, northwestern South Carolina, the extreme northeastern corner of Tennessee, and northeastern Georgia. So, going to the hail for today, we have a 5% chance of hail of 1 inch in diameter or larger today that encompasses East Central Missouri, Central Illinois, Central Northern Indiana, most of Michigan, northern half of Ohio, and far northwestern Pennsylvania. So, going to the summary for today, scattered strong to severe thunderstorms are possible across eastern lower Michigan this afternoon, with damaging winds the main threat. Isolated strong to severe thunderstorms may occur into parts of the Midwest and also across portions of the Carolinas and Virginia in the northeast Georgia. So that's your day one outlook. Going to the day two outlook now. We have a slight risk for severe weather tomorrow that encompasses East Central Ohio, the northeastern half of West Virginia, I should say, northern Virginia, Washington, D.C., most of Maryland, northern Delaware, most of Pennsylvania, including my area, extreme southwestern and northwestern New Jersey, and central New York State, with a marginal tomorrow that encompasses southeastern Missouri, southern Illinois, most of Tennessee, all of Kentucky, southern Indiana, parts of Ohio, southwestern West Virginia, the extreme northwestern corner of North Carolina, parts of Virginia, parts of eastern Maryland, central Delaware, northwestern Pennsylvania, parts of New Jersey, most of New York State, including New York City, and western half of Long Island, western Connecticut, western Massachusetts, and far western Vermont. Going up here for tomorrow, we have a margin risk tomorrow that encompasses northeastern Minnesota, north central Wisconsin, and the northwestern part of the panhandle of upper Michigan. Storm Prediction Center does not have a tornado threat for tomorrow, which is good news, so there is no tornado threat from the Storm Prediction Center tomorrow. Going to the wind threat for tomorrow, we have a 15% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher tomorrow that encompasses East Central Ohio, much of West Virginia, northern Virginia, Washington, D.C., most of Maryland, northern Delaware, most of Pennsylvania, including my area, far southwestern and northwestern New Jersey, and central New York State. We have a 5% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher tomorrow that encompasses southeastern Missouri, southern Illinois, most of Tennessee, all of Kentucky, southern Indiana, parts of Ohio, the extreme northwestern corner of North Carolina, southwestern West Virginia, parts of Virginia, northwestern Pennsylvania, parts of eastern Maryland, parts of Delaware, parts of New Jersey, and I think I mentioned northwest Pennsylvania, right? I think I did. It also includes much of New York State, including New York City and the western half of Long Island, western Connecticut, western Massachusetts, and far western Vermont. Going up here for tomorrow, with a 5% chance of damaging wind gusts of 58 miles per hour higher tomorrow, that encompasses northeastern Minnesota, north central Wisconsin, and the northwestern part of the panhandle of upper Michigan. Going to the hail threat for tomorrow, with a 5% chance of hail of 1 inch in diameter or larger tomorrow, that encompasses southeastern Ohio, northeastern Kentucky, all of West Virginia, most of Virginia, Washington, D.C., most of Maryland, most of Pennsylvania, including my area, and west central New Jersey. So, going to the summary for tomorrow, severe potential, mainly in the form of damaging gusts, is expected across portions of the Northeast and Central Appalachians and into the Tennessee and Ohio valleys Saturday. A few strong severe gusts may also occur over parts of the upper Mississippi Valley vicinity during the afternoon on Saturday, which is tomorrow. So, stay safe in the affected areas both today and tomorrow, and I will have another update tomorrow. Take care.